The existing gastronomic resources of the province of Cavite are evaluated according to their characteristics or description, culinary methods of cooking or food preparation, and availability of sources of ingredients or raw materials. Based on the interviews conducted with experts, informants, or chefs or local producers, the following are the basic description of local cuisine of Cavite province recognized by the Department of Tourism. Adobong Tambulog. This cuisine is favorite in southern Tagalog region. The interviewers explained that adobong tambulog of Cavite City is pretty much the classic adobo without the soy sauce. It is simply based with salt, vinegar, tomato sauce, onion, red and green bell pepper, silingaba, and plenty of garlic. These was how Filipino natives cooked the dish before incorporating the flavor of soy sauce, which was a Chinese import. Adobong tambulog, which is called scallops adobo in English, is simple scallops dish that Caviteños can cook for any occasions. The only problem in cooking this dish is the availability of fresh scallops. Scallops are expensive and not available in ordinary wet markets, especially in Metro Manila and some parts of Luzon. Since Cavite City is considered as a coastal area in the province of Cavite, it has bountiful aquatic resources including scallops or tambulog. Cafe Amadeo. This is known as the Pahimis coffee blend. From the town of Amadeo in Cavite, which started the Pahimis or Thanksgiving Festival, this coffee is made up of Robusta, Arabica, Excelsa, and Liberica combined in the perfect ratio to create a one-of-a-kind blend. This fine brew has a pleasant flavor and enticing aroma. With regards to the coffee availability, interviewees mentioned that Amadeo has been a coffee-producing town since the 1800s. Today, it lays claim to the title of Coffee Town of the Philippines. Kalamay or Kalamay Buna is a sweet delicacy of sticky rice, brown sugar, and coconut milk that is well known in Indang, Cavite. This variety of kalamay from Indang is made from glutinous powderized rice called malagkit mixed with coconut milk and panutsa, a molded muscovado sugar. There are two kinds of kalamay buna sold to customers. The first type is round, soft, and flat. The color ranges from light brown to dark brown. It is sweet and has soft texture and chewy. The second kind is flat and rectangular in shape. The color is usually brown to dark brown. This is much sweeter with a caramel flavor and the texture is tough and gummy that sticks to teeth when bitten. In the vicinity of Indang Plaza, there are lots of lady vendors selling kalamay buna. Crispy Tahong. Tahong or mussels is a popular seafood in the province of Cavite due to the fact that it's very nutritious and at the same time it is very affordable. It is also quick to prepare as these shellfish cook really fast, so making pulutan, snacks, and dinner using these mollusks can save lots of time. Visiting Cavite is not complete if one have not tasted one of its famous delicacy, the mussels or tahong in Tagalog. Tahong from Cavite is definitely large and delicious than those mussels harvested near from cities. There is an abundance of mussels or tahong in Rosario, Cavite. The town is well known for its fresh seafoods. Fresh tahong chips, a snack item basically made up of steamed tahong, flour, salt, cornstarch, and seasoning. It comes into strips with a crispy texture, appetizing flavor, and aroma. Tahong chips is rich in iron, iodine, calcium, and a great alternative for commercial junk foods. The rich, tasting, and crunchy chips are ideal for snacks, side dish, toppings, or for use in any healthy food recipe. The abundance of fresh mussels at the town of Bacoor led to the birth of the tahong chips, which is now acceptable as a snack food for all ages. Fruit wine. 4 fruits in season are blended together to produce a fruit wine, which is now a popular product from Silang, Cavite. Silang, like most of the towns in the province of Cavite, depends mainly on agricultural economy. Fertile soil and abundant water sources make Silang suitable not only for common commercial but also for high-value and exotic crops. Taking advantage of the fruits produced in the area such as mango, lanzones, kaimito, jackfruit, guava, and avocado, Silang Four Seasons or S4S was concocted. As the name implies, 4 fruits in season are blended together to produce a fruit wine, which now serve as the municipality's one town, one product. Kakanin. Kakanin are snack foods or desserts made from the crops of oppression, coconut, sugar, and rice. Kakanin are popular snack foods of Imu City, sub-categorized into two: the rice-based, which include bibingkoy, palitaw, bilo-bilo, and buching may sabaw, and the cassava-based, which are pichi-pichi, lihim ni lola, and kong balay cassava cake. Quesong puti, also known as casillo, is delicately soft and creamy, with mild sour notes that are barely noticeable, no hint of salt, with fragrance from the banana leaf wrapping. This is the Filipino version of the mozzarella cheese. Casillo can stay fresh up to a week inside the refrigerator. This is a dairy product popular in General Trias made of soft raw cheese from pure Carabao's milk. General Trias is the site of the first cry of Cavite and the Tejeros Convention. Gentry, as people call it, got its name from a Filipino revolutionist who captured its tribunal from ruling Spaniards. Quesong puti or quesillo in Cavite is a proudly Philippine cheese made of Carabao's milk. Traditionally, it is sold wrapped in banana leaves that is best paired with pandesal. Palabanos. This is a Cavite-style fish adobo dish made of eel, which is meaty like pork. Some do not like this dish since they find it matinik and malansa, but if one is a pure Caviteño, he would simply love it. The malabanos, as how it is called in Cavite City, is another name for palos or moray eel or undulated moray. This is a gray eel with black undulations and markings on the skin. The body is long and round, with long and thin cartilaginous bones that separate the thick flesh into segments. It inhabits reef flats in tropical waters. The malabanos is sold in thick slices bathed in luyang dilaw so that it appears orangey yellowish. Eel looks unattractive as it is, hence they added coloring to brighten it up. Muscovado is a type of unrefined brown sugar from sugar cane juice with a strong molasses flavor. This kind of sugar is popular among those who are conscious when it comes to health because of its nutritional content. Magallanes is an agricultural-based municipality. Their primary source of income and living is in sugarcane farming. Provided with this source of living, the town of Magallanes is very popular in producing muscovado. In the review is mentioned that as early as Spanish time, muscovado was produced by inherent Magallanes and the same old method extensively practiced. This sugar is made of pure and freshly harvested sugarcane. Sugarcane is the top agricultural product of Magallanes, which has a total land area of 8,293 hectares. Mutya ng Cavite is a local bouillabaisse that has become part of a local cuisine of Josephine restaurant, having been copied by other caterers in the province of Cavite who even call it by the same name. His own version of bouillabaisse is made of assorted seafood like crab, mussels, clams, squid, prawns, and fish meat in a creamy broth. This was the recipe of Josephine Saraiba, who founded the Josephine restaurant with her husband Alfonso. Pancit Pusit, one of the specialties of Cavite City, which is made up of vermicelli noodles, squid, ground crispy pork skin, and kamyas. Pancit Pusit is not like any other pancit adopted from the Chinese. As suggested by its name, the use of squid creates a blackish noodle. It was developed from the old recipe of the grandmother of Mr. Sunny Lua, the owner of Asyong's Carinderia. The original recipe was a soupy kind of dish served in a bowl, then Mr. Lua improvised the recipe, reduced the amount of liquid used, and added ingredients usually added in pancit. It borrows flavors from the Spanish paella negra or squid ink pasta but uses it in pancit bihon noodles. This food is exclusively served in Asyong's Carinderia since it is an heirloom recipe of Mr. Lua's grandmother. Pancit Puso. This is a much-loved Caviteño market stall merienda. The pancit is prepared guisado style but uses dikdikin or shrimp juice obtained from shrimp's head as the underlying flavor. Both miki and bihon and noodles are utilized in this dish. The puso ng saging cooked in a vinegar and a little salt is used as a starring agent. The crunchy bits of ground chicharron and silvers of lechon kawali not only absorbs the sourness of pancit but is used as the counterpoint to the various textures of the dish. In Cavite City's public market, pancit puso is eaten in combination with lumpia fresca, the Javacano rendition of Hokkien Chaozu style popia, or the lumpiang sariwa of the Tagalog. Pickled green papaya. This is a delicious Filipino green papaya relish, also known as achara, which is a pickle made from grated and ripe papaya popular in the Philippines. This dish is often served as a side dish or for fried or grilled foods such as pork barbecue. Achara de Bailen is made using the traditional recipes of Caviteños in making achara. General Emilio Aguinaldo is an upland town in Cavite. Bailen is the other name for the town. In this town, everyone tends to produce achara de Bailen and one of the stars in the town, Fiesta. People from this town survive mostly in agriculture. The abundance of vegetables and papaya in the town made them a popular producer of pickled papaya, also known as achara. Quesillo is a proudly Philippine cheese made of Carabao's milk and also called quesong puti. Traditionally, it is sold wrapped in banana leaves. Quesong puti or quesillo is a proud product of the municipality of Tanzac, Cavite. This cheese is traditionally served for merienda together with salakot or boneta bread. This cheese is also placed on top of traditional Caviteñan bibingka along with white sugar and itlog na pula. Tablea de Alfonso is made of pure cacao with refined sugar which comes from seeds of fully ripe cacao fruits which is abundant in the cool and mountainous town of Alfonso. It is ideal for chocolate español and champurrado. Tablea or cocoa tablet gives the bittersweet flavor to the sticky rice or kaning malagkit. The municipality of Alfonso is one of the best producers of tablea in the province of Cavite. With that, a cooperative was formed called Alfonso Tablea Producers Cooperative, which aims to promote this town product and help the farmers find buyers for their cocoa tablets. Tamales. The tamales of Cavite City is a traditional dish made of masa or dough which is steamed in a corn husk or banana leaf, traditionally made with roasted ground rice and peanuts. Its main ingredient is the mani or ground peanuts and galapong rice flour. The addition of thin slices of liempo, chicken breast prepared in style of adobo sa chuete, hard-boiled egg wedges, and garbanzos make tamales a full meal in itself. Pinoy tamales is often wrapped in layers of treated banana leaves, while in original Mexican dish, it is traditionally wrapped in corn husk. Tinapa is a Filipino culinary term to define smoked fish. Tunsoy, lawlaw, and galonggong have always been the preferred fish for tinapa. Magtapa is how the method of smoking the fish is called. Tinapa is one of the oldest industries in Rosario, Cavite. The fish derived from the Pandawan port, which is the longtime fish port of Cavite. Because of its exceptional weight and abundance of tinapa, Rosario is named as the smoked fish capital of Cavite. Rosario Cavite's world-renowned Tinapang Salinas, a smoked fish, has brought stable jobs and income resources for the locals of Cavite. Now, Tinapang Salinas are already exported in America and available in the grocery stores. Tourists are mainly motivated to visit Cavite province when visiting friends and relatives, to visit historical, cultural sites of the province, to relax, to experience a certain food or beverage, to enjoy local food, and to explore the natural attractions of Cavite. Thus, it can be inferred that trying local food as part of a desired cultural or culinary experience is one of the primary reasons why tourists visit the province of Cavite.